introduction, Speaker Cox. It is good to share the stage with you, and thank you for your leadership in Virginia. It is also good to see our Lieutenant Governor, Justin Fairfax. Thank you for being here, and our Attorney General, Mark Herring, and to all of our legislators. Thank you for your attendance this morning, and thank you for your leadership in Virginia. As was said, I served in the state Senate along with my friend Senator Northam, and also presided over that body as Lieutenant Governor. That gave me a deep appreciation for the history of the Senate as part of our General Assembly. I appreciate Senator Norman's service and leadership in the Senate. I feel privileged to be here with him and all of you today, commemorating such important events in our state's and our country's history. We're gathered here this morning at the spot where 400 years ago, representative democracy began on this continent. We look back across these 400 years as the colony of Jamestown, and from our perspective in 2019, it is hard to imagine what life was like in that colony. And it's hard to imagine now when the ideas of America and democracy are so rooted in our minds that Jamestown was an experiment that nearly failed. It was not founded to give birth to a new way of government or to be an incubator for our lofty ideals of freedom. It was founded to make money for investors and establish a foothold on a new continent. And it was plagued early on from a high death rate and a martial law style of governance that didn't actually make Virginia a very attractive place to come. Potential colonists were not eager to go to Virginia. To save the colony, the men running the Virginia Company started to make changes to make the place more attractive. With ideas planted by Sir Edwin Sandys, they started talking about a different system of government. They directed the creation of a General Assembly. On this very day, July the 30th, in 1619, 22 burgesses met here in this place. This church stands on the foundations of the one in which they met. Like today, it was hot. It was humid. For 6 days, they sweated out the details of what would become our first representative government. They built a framework to settle disputes, pass laws, and manage the colony through discussion and legislation. And over the years and the centuries, as the Jamestown colony and the Plymouth colony became 13 colonies, then states, then those states became united as America, the ideals of freedom and representative government have flourished here. They spread out from this very ground here in Jamestown. But that's not the only thing that spread from this place. While we mark this history, we must also remember that it is more complex. The story of Virginia is rooted in the simultaneous pursuit of both liberty and enslavement. Because just a few weeks after that first General Assembly in 1619, a ship arrived carrying stolen African people taken from Angola. Here, they were sold and sold again. The first enslaved Africans, people who were not granted the same freedoms that would be given to white land-owning colonists. And here, those enslaved Africans joined the thousands of Virginia's first people, the members of the Virginia Indian tribes, who would also wait centuries to have the same freedoms. So today, as we hold these commemorations of the first representative assembly in the free world, we have to remember who it included and who it did not. That's the paradox of Virginia, of America, and of our representative democracy. A full accounting demands that we confront and discuss those aspects of our history. And it demands that we look not just to a point in time 400 years in the past, but at how our Commonwealth and our country evolved over the course of those 4 centuries. In many ways, Virginia today represents the best of what it means to be American. We know our diversity is our strength, and we welcome immigrants, refugees, and all who, like those who stood on this spot 400 years ago, come to Virginia in search of a better life. Our doors are open and our lights are on. No matter who you are, no matter who you love, and no matter where you came from, you are welcome in Virginia. There is nothing more American than that. But even as we stand here today, proud of the progress we've made, let's not forget we have a long way to go. There are a number of inequities that continue to exist in Virginia and beyond. Inequities in access to a world-class education, inequities in access to health care, inequities in access to business opportunities, to the justice system, and to the voting booth. A true commemoration of the founding of our democracy requires us to examine how we have lived up to our ideals or failed to do so. And it requires we do this work not just today, but every day. And not just with big speeches or commemorative events, but with action. I want to thank the many people and organizations that have worked to create this event today. Preservation Virginia, the Jamestown Yorktown Foundation, Fort Monroe Authority, and the National Park Service. And I want to thank all of those people who work to preserve these sites here at Jamestown and Point Comfort, now Fort Monroe. The archaeologists and historians who work to understand what happened here, from the food people ate to the laws that they passed. I have always believed that if you don't know where you come from, you can't know where you're going. To understand America as it is today and as it will be tomorrow, we have to understand America as it was yesterday. This site is an important part of that understanding. I am grateful that we come together to talk about all of those aspects of our history and the importance of this place and those events 400 years ago. They made us what we are today, and they continue to guide us as we work towards a better, a fairer, and a more inclusive tomorrow. May God be with all of you. Thank you very much.